Good morning, everyone. It's Cassie. I hope you're having an awesome day. Welcome back to Fabledom. We're saving up for our feast. That's pretty much our life now. We need a bunch of grapes and a bunch of grape juice. We're actually using grapes on the prismatic liquid extractor because we need a bunch of that. And I think it's okay that we're using grapes in both places because we still seem to have a ton of grapes. More grapes than we can produce into the grape juice that we need for our feast. I'm pleased with myself right now because it looks like I didn't leave anything for me to do. In my last few games, I've left myself little surprises, and I'm pleased to not have any more of those. I am not entirely sure why we can welcome 2 commoners, but I'll take it. I thought we filled everybody up. But we are reaching for the 250 milestone. We might get there today, but we'll see. I'd have to put in another homestead or another condo, and I might put in another couple homesteads. I'm also working on making these homesteads a little happier. So maybe I will. Maybe I'll grow out in this direction a little more so that I can justify putting in like an inn, maybe a hospital. And there's potential that I'll squeeze another farm in here. Maybe. I don't know yet. Beggars. Times have been hard. We've tried our best to put food on the table but are out of options. We heard of your good heart and decided to swallow our pride and come here to beg you to help us, please. From Beggars. I'll gladly help spends 20 pork and 50 bread for 10 nobility, or 80 vegetables and 20 bread for 5 nobility. I can't help you, loses 5 nobility, or we can postpone. I'm willing to take the hit to the nobility. I have to save up for this feast. As to farms, we have 3 grain farms, so we should be producing grain pretty well right now. You can see we've got a bunch of flour. So I'm hopeful that we'll make good progress on our quest toward 500 bread. But also I'm becoming more willing to just shell out in trade some of our more abundant resources and exchange them for bread. So like I could trade away plenty of bricks, plenty of iron, and maybe earn a little more bread that way. And I've been trading tulips because we need tulips for, I believe we need tulips for our wedding. No, I actually don't think we do. Nope. I've only been trading away 50 of them at a time because I was thinking that I needed some. Oh, I know why I need some. It is for the Harvest Guild. The Harvest Guild are inspiring our farmers to work faster, increases the speed of all crops by 30% right now, and each time we give resources, it bumps up the buff by another 5%. I'm trying to figure out how high we can get it, but right now I can't afford to buy this particular round, the 35%, because, you know, we're just shy on grapes. We'll get there, but we're pretty shy on flour, and we may or may not get there. And we only have 350 veg. So we'll see. It is spring. We'll have a pretty productive harvesting season, and then we'll see how we're looking just before the winter. Of course, I also don't want to get my fablings into a bind before we start the winter. We put in another coal maker, and it really hasn't seemed to help at all. And maybe that's because we increased our population a little bit on top of that, but coal makers don't seem to produce enough, or very much at all. And I know part of that is that we were using coal on our blacksmith to make armaments. We had a noble was requesting that we'd make 80 armaments, but now we've done that. We've done that. We've done that. Where did they all go? We have 5. I know I trained up some more fablings, but not 80 armaments worth. That'd be 16 fablings. No, it wouldn't. That's bad math. Ah, the dragon. We'll start with traveling merchant. As a humble merchant, I stand ready to offer you the finest wares and delights in my possession. I will happily accept a fair trade of resources or your noble word. As always, I offer a special discount that simply cannot be beaten. Today's discount is 32% from the traveling merchant. Offer 47 iron or 5 nobility for 71 grape juice, or 94 iron or 10 nobility for 142 grape juice. I'm gonna go big on this, but do I want to do iron or do I want to do nobility? I'll do the iron. We need 500 grape juice for the wedding. There's already a coffer there. I'll put it here. I suppose I should do something about this dragon. Princess Cassie, the dragon is here. Needless to say, our fablings are terrified of the massive creature. We suggest you give it what it wants so it leaves us in peace. Ballistas can fire at it, but it takes a lot for the creature to retreat. The royal advisors. Attack! Ballistas, not cannons or mortars, can attack the dragon. Once the dragon loses enough health, it will retreat. Give it what it wants by handing over some treasure. The dragon will leave the realm for now, spend 600 coin, or postpone. The last few times I've gone with attack, but the ballista needs prismatic liquid to fire, and I'm a bit low on prismatic liquid. I'm trying to save up. I don't know what happened, but suddenly in our last session, I went from having all of the prismatic liquid, I had like 458, to none. I thought I traded it away, but as I was watching the video back in editing, it didn't look like I did, so I don't know where it went. So we'll give it what it wants, because it just wants 600 coin, and we have that. The outcome is the same. The dragon will leave. It'll come back after some time. There's no killing the dragon. Or slaying, I guess, as it would be called. I am still thinking about putting in another inn and some more homesteads, but I'm very low on wood, as you can see here. Try as I might, I am having a tough time staying on top of it. I think I have 2 sawmills running and I don't need both. Those are my stone masonries. There are my sawmills. They are both running. You can come off. And that'll help. We have 528 planks. We can cut back a little bit on production of planks. The fluting fawn should be around here somewhere, and he inspires the trees to grow faster. The trees that are impacted by a forester. A troll camp. Okay, troll camp, let's do this. And while they're on their way, I'm actually going to buy more squares on my map. I don't necessarily need to. Like, I've got a bunch of squares that I haven't started to occupy. But, you know, when I'm going to buy them all eventually, and what else am I doing with that coin? So I've been making my way down. 850. That's fine. I don't think that square had anything important. This one has trees and fish and iron. Trees and fish are already covered over here. This one's pretty much just water. It does have iron. Okay, troll camp defeated. Thank you for your valiant efforts in defeating the trolls. Your bravery has made our land safer. As a token of our gratitude, we offer resources gathered from our expeditions. Your courage expires us expires. Your courage inspires us in the ongoing battle. Accept these gifts with our sincerest thanks. From troll combatants. I'm just doing my duty, receives 3 nobility. Or, I'll accept your gift, receive 62 grapes, 12 pork, and 10 stone bricks. I'm gonna take the gift. Mostly for the grapes. We're already back where we need to be, almost, on... Oh, well, I can put that right there. Grape juice. We need 500 grape juice for the wedding, and I think we can get there. We also have a buff that makes our fablings less hungry. Yeah, I'll get to you in a minute, world event. Where is it? Reduces fabling hunger. Wow, hold still. Reduces fabling hunger by 10% per noble assigned, currently 30%, so our fablings are 30% less hungry. And that's helping with their happiness too. Okay. More piggies. Princess Cassie, my childhood friend, can talk to the flying pigs in the realm. It's cute, but she ends up overdoing it and now has way too many pigs at home. Are you interested in some? They're so cute, spends 300 coin or 5 nobility, adds a pig herd to the realm, can be used to create 1 more pigsty. No, sorry, I'm allergic, declines, or postpone. I don't need more pigs yet. There is a herd of pigs I'm not yet using, so I'm going to decline. We have plenty of pork. We're pretty far from this buff on flour, but we're there on grapes. That has changed. Has it changed? Interesting. Maybe I'm imagining things, but we've got the grapes now. We don't have the flour, we do have the vegetables. So I could trade for some flour and we could try to get up there. We have enough vegetables that we're going to make it through the winter pretty easily if we lose 346. And we're still generating. And we'll generate a tiny bit faster. But first, let's trade. Since I don't need tulips for this, it most certainly has changed. That's what I was saving my tulips for. I will trade away all of my tulips. What could go wrong? And where is my prismatic liquid going? I had 59, now I have 55. I'm gonna have to watch out. And we also we'll do 40 planks. And we'll do, let's say 50 stone bricks. And we'll see what we can get in the way of, do I want to take grain or do I want to take flour? The more base the material you take, the more of it you can have. Okay, I can't take all of her grain. But I can take 692. Okay. I want to make sure I'm not giving her anything I don't mean to give her. And then yes, I will take this, please. We're using grain for a lot of things. We're using it in our chicken coops. We're using it in our windmills. I think we're using it in one more place that's not coming to mind. Oh, our prismatic liquid extractor takes grapes and grains. And I would like to find out where our prismatic liquid is going. Nowhere. Why am I not generating any? I don't understand. We lost some. We lost a whole bunch, and then we lost a little bit more today. Where is it going? We do have an opportunity for a second prismatic liquid extractor. We've got prismatic liquid down here as well. So I could put in a second. I'm not ready to yet. Oh. Soldiers in need. Princess Cassie, we're looking for a worthy ruler to serve. We were hoping to enroll in your army, however we could use some coin to help us get started. We promise to give our life to protect the kingdom. Of course, join us, spends 200 coin or 10 nobility. In return, 2 sword fighters will join your realm. I'm afraid we can't help you. Declines or postpone. I'm gonna decline because my barracks are full. And I have tons and tons of soldiers. And no one died when we were fighting that troll camp, which is great. We have room for 7 more nobles, but currently no nobles are trying to join. They come up in world events, and then they're very needy. They are very demanding. Oh, speak of gaining a noble, there we go. Okay, where do I want to place this person? Our Ministry of Nourishment should be full. It is. Our Ministry of Philanthropy also full. That is a buff that helps me gain nobility. Ministry of Parks, not nearly full. Diplomacy, I'm not staffing anyone in diplomacy because I'm not really doing world events right now, or missions, sorry. And the missions that I'm doing, like, I'm fine with them taking as long as they take. The Ministry of Culture is full. That increases global happiness by 15. Ministry of Aristocracy is almost full. I might want to put them there. Yeah, let's do that. Pays 20 less family aid per noble assigned, so I'm paying 80 less family aid. It still says 60, but it's 80. Okay, and we're picking up on wood again. That's great. I'm not going to say we have a ton. We don't have a ton, but we have some. We have a little bit, and that makes me happy. So maybe let's put in, do we want to do maybe 2 homesteads and an inn? We also have a bunch of unemployed, so I'm going to look into maybe seeing where I can staff some of them. Well, how many do we have? 6. Not as bad as I thought. A noble requesting diplomacy. Princess Cassie, I'm looking for a worthy ruler to serve, but I won't just join any kingdom. I need some proof that your kingdom deserves someone of my standing. I'm not one of your backwater little fablings. I am a noble. If you want me to be part of your kingdom, you'll have to earn it. From a very important noble. Challenge accepted. Spends 10 nobility. Starts quest. A noble requesting diplomacy. Reward 1 noble. A noble requesting diplomacy. Succeed in 10 off-world missions. We had another one where I think they wanted us to do like 20 or 30 off-world missions, so 10 is a piece of cake. So I will do this one. I just got 10 nobility from my nobles, so I can spend it. I have it to spend. And I guess I should look at off-world missions. Agnes has 1. She has Farm and Dash, which we're not going to do because it has a negative effect on our relationship. And she loves us very much. Not all the way, but very much. And Farah, the Tinker Princess, has 1 for us too. Abandoned stockpiles, also negative. There are some seemingly abandoned stockpiles. It's possible that they might belong to someone, but on the other hand, they might not. Okay, they definitely do, but it's not our problem. Is that our problem? I can't read today. Reward is 180 stone, which I don't need. Danger is none. Duration 30 days. Relationship effect negative. Chance of success is 100% with 2 peasants. Not gonna do this one. It's not worth the relationship hit to get 180 stone when I have plenty of stone. So I guess we'll wait for the next round. Where is an inn? There's an inn. Do I want to put it... I'm not going to put any homesteads in this space because, you know, they'd be negatively impacted by all these buildings. So I want to put the inn where it's going to have the biggest effect on... There we go. That's a good spot. Doesn't connect to any roads. It's probably facing the wrong way, but that's a good spot. Because I said so. And if we can keep the full next round of peasants, we should get to the next population milestone. Perfect. Milestone reached. A new population milestone has been reached. Well done. We can now call ourselves a small kingdom. Going forward, your family will expect recurring payments of 300 coin to the family fund. Resources received 1500 coin, 2 nobles. Okay, just like that. Circus tent. Performances by some of the most acrobatic and talented fablings can be seen in this tent. And Ferris wheel, a towering wheel of whimsy. Nice. What does this homestead need? Coal. Okay, so I'm going to hold off on adding more homesteads until we get all of our nobles, or all of our unemployed staffed. Speaking of, I have 2 nobles that I need to staff now. Is our living quarters full? No, but almost. Our ministries are filling up as well. Since we have that mission to do, that objective to do off-world missions, I'm going to put those there. I also think it's the only one that still needs people. Oh no, parks. And how are we looking on everything? We have 398, oh wow, it jumped up, 437 grape juice and tons of grapes. We're still, where is prismatic liquid going? According to the production menu, it's not going anywhere. But it definitely is dropping. Why? This isn't going to tell me. Who's consuming my prismatic liquid? If it's not me. Festival. Princess Cassie, it's about time we did some celebration. When things are hard, a festival can help get everyone back on track. When things are good, a festival is even more fun. What do you have to lose? From Fabling Party Planners. Let's Party spends 350 coin or 5 nobility to add the buff festival, increases happiness of all fablings by 10, remaining days 30. Or I don't think now is the right time, declines. I'm gonna accept. It said by 10, but it went up by 2. We have enough grape juice now for our wedding. We're not there on bread. We're not there on prismatic liquid. I truly do not understand what happened to my prismatic liquid. Okay, let's take a look at world events. She still has abandoned stockpiles. That might not be what she had before, but it is what she has now. Opportunist. Why are these all negative? Abandoned stockpiles. Let's read about opportunist, I guess. Danger none, duration 8 days, relationship effect negative. That's my dog. Reward 168 bread, 34 planks, 50 bricks, and 210 coins. So it's good. Something is afoot. That should be one word, afoot. It's now been over a week without a lavish festival. It appears Ramon is stuck in his castle due to a cold. This is a perfect opportunity to host your own festival in his realm and snatch some profits from right under his nose. That is uncool. The reward's great, though. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll see how much it affects our relationship. And then we'll work to win him back over. Since the duration on that is so short, it'll be over before I know it. And then we'll be one closer to getting this noble, and we'll have a lot more resources. Four visitors now is the maximum that can stay, and that's because we've got inns. We've put in inns. Speaking of inns, I need to staff this one. A lot of the fablings, the unemployed fablings, we just sent out on that world mission. Or that off-world mission. So we'll have to wait for them to come back before we can really staff them into buildings. Another troll camp? We'll send our army right in for it. Oh, and we're already done with that off-world mission, so let's take a look. All of our peasants made it back. All of our commoners made it back. Negative effect on relationship with Ramon. Received a bunch of bread, some planks, some stone bricks, and 210 coin. What does my Harvesters Guild want now? Has it changed again? Over here, over here. It has not changed. 260 grapes, 149 flour, and 346 vegetables, which we can't do. Legend. Get your hero to level 10. That was that achievement. Troll camp defeated. I'm just doing my duty, receives 3 nobility, or I'll accept your gift as 25 stone, 27 egg, and 50 wood. I'm taking this just because I want the wood. As I mentioned, times have been tough. Can I already see people taking stuff out of it? I don't know because it won't let me select it. There we go. Yes. I can see someone coming to take 10 wood, 20 wood. Someone came in quick for those eggs. Spirits of the Forest. Princess Cassie. Woodcutters are reporting that one of them accidentally stepped on a fairy. The little thing was more afraid than harmed, but it seems to have awakened something in the forests. From Fabling Spirit Mediums group. Don't worry, I'll send some help. Spends 5 nobility, or I'm sure it's not that bad. Adds the debuff Angered Woods. Trees affected by a forester need 10 more days to grow. Remaining days 30. Obviously, I'm going to spend the nobility here. I don't love that I have to, but that debuff would hurt because I don't have very much wood. Come on, Bread, you can do it. Come on, Prismatic Liquid, you can do it. That time I did spend some Prismatic Liquid fighting the trolls. I'm aware of that. Like when I sent my army in, my ballistas fired off a couple times. I also lost an archer, and I've got exactly enough armaments to train another one, so I'm going to do that. Send the rest of my army back so that I can keep an eye on them. I cannot accept... I have 1 peasant too many, somehow. Hold on, I've got to go get my dog. He's losing his mind. Oh, sorry. Forgot to turn my microphone back on. I had to wrangle my dog. Here's what you've missed. And then I started thinking about off-world missions. Now here we are. I was checking in on how the Bard Prince was affected by that last one we did, where we stole his opportunity for a party, and it wasn't so bad. I heard those witches. Okay, let's see what we have. Winifred the Warrior Princess has one that would affect our relationship positively. Manning the Walls. This kingdom is in high alert. A fabling witnessed an army of pink monsters with horrible noses and little white wings roaming the walls. Based on the description, it's not very worrying, but you could send a helping hand. If I can send 2 archers, it's 100% chance of success. Danger low, duration 12 days, relationship effect slightly positive, reward 20 pork. And we'll see what else we have. Looks like Agnes has one for us. Hopefully it's not negative. It is negative. It's abandoned stockpiles still, which we're not going to do. Okay, that'll do. Wicked Sisters. Princess Cassie, your blissful expansion irks us, siblings scorned by fate. Your joy mocks our sorrow, hence we cast a shadow upon your kingdom, and upkeep increase to halt your progress. We shall take comfort in witnessing how your realm falters under this burden. Begone Witches spends 20 nobility, or 1,050 coin, or postpone, which has no effect. So we have to take one of these actions. I'm just going to give them the coin. Okay, prismatic liquid is starting to tick back up, which is good. I've got a close eye on it though because it keeps like tanking and I cannot figure out where it's going. Grape juice is over the threshold. Coin is well over the threshold. We only need 1,000 coin for our wedding. Bread. I'd love to get to bread today. And Harvester's Guild wants the same things. Okay. The little tinking sound at our stone quarry is tickling me. Okay, so let's see, what can I trade? I kind of want to trade. Grain was a pretty good decision to trade away for because it's going to, like I said, a few different places, including prismatic liquid. So the more grain we have, obviously, the more prismatic liquid we can create, and the more bread we can create. And it's spring, so all of these numbers are pretty much only going to increase. I could trade away some fish. I've got so much fish. Eggs are looking pretty good too. We have 2 chicken coops and I think only one of them is running. So the fact that we have so many eggs is astounding. Oh. Both of our archers lived. That's good. And received 20 pork. And slightly positive effect on relationship with Winifred. We have more. Giovanni the Merchant Prince has the big moth. We'll go fight Mothra for him. Danger high. Duration 12 days. Relationship effect very positive. Reward 175 coin. Requires our hero. Requires hero level 2 and our hero's level 10. So I think he'll be fine. And then 4 soldiers. Oh, I should read this. There's an emergency at Giovanni's kingdom. Apparently his last whim was to use paper as a new currency, but a strangely aggressive moth started to eat it and she ended up growing enormous, endangering Giovanni's entire fortune. Agnes has one for us, and it is not abandoned stockpiles. Sabbatical year. Danger none, duration 12 days, relationship effect very positive. Some fablings want to take the opportunity of have a bit of free time to discover and learn new things elsewhere. Why not take advantage of this and send some help to improve favor? I just need 4 peasants or commoners for a 100% chance of success. There's no reward though. I mean, it's whatever. Let them take their sabbatical. What I wouldn't give for a sabbatical. Oh, and I wanted to trade with her, since we've got so much fish. You take 250 fish, and then tell me how much grain I can have for that. All of it? All of it, plus how much bread can I get away with? $23. Okay. Maybe instead of bread I'll take flour. And we'll see how much flour I can get away with. 50. Okay, I'm cool with this. I may have to trade for some prismatic liquid in the near future as well. But mostly my goal is to drive forward the production of bread so that we have enough bread for our wedding. We need 300 prismatic liquid, but we need 500 bread. And grape juice, which we have. Angered Woods? I spent the... Did I click the wrong thing? I'm pretty sure I didn't take Angered Woods. Man. Okay, traveling merchant again. I've already read this, so I'm not going to read it. He wants me to spend bread or nobility for stone bricks, but I have a ton of stone bricks, and I'm not interested in spending bread or nobility for it, so I'm going to decline. Did Fergus get anything for being level 10? He's on a mission. I don't get to know. Oh, he's back. Took some damage. We lost a sword fighter. And we lost an archer. But slightly positive effect on our, very positive effect on our relationship with Giovanni, and received 175 coin. Okay, Fergus, did you gain anything? Nope. He's got this inventory slot that's not full, and I can't fill it. Sabbatical year. That was fast. It was a quick year. Welcome back to our peasants and commoners. I hope you had a lovely sabbatical. I envy you for being able to take one. My company does not offer them. Okay. In a bit, we'll check on world events again and see if we've got any more that we can complete. Angered Woods is off now, which is great. We're gaining wood again. We have a ton of flour. Bread looks better than it ever has, but not. It's still, we're shy of 500. We have a ton of grain, though. Prismatic liquid is at 107 of the 300 that we need for our wedding. So now I'm just biding time. And our fablings are pretty happy. Let's take a look at why some of them may not be as happy, and it probably just comes down to the fact that they don't live next to so many amenities. Home desirability 28. How's this one hungry? We shouldn't really have that many hungry fablings because we've got, that's 2 so far. 3, okay. So there are a few, I guess, but we've got tons of food for starters, and we've got a buff that decreases like global hunger, so shouldn't be as bad. These fablings definitely need improvements to their homes though, and I wonder if they live over here. Let's find out. Oh, this one's sick now. Yeah, so this fabling lives here, right here, and they need stuff. They need home improvement stuff. I could put in a hospital, I could put in a market over here, and that would help a lot. Wow, this is new. Pinocchio and puberty. Princess Cassie, my teenager is growing quite fast. His clothes are getting smaller and smaller. His wooden legs are even starting to crack. I need more materials, growing pains. I need more materials to maintain him so he can feel like a real boy. I can give you some plank, receives 10 nobility and spends 50 planks. I can give you some wood, spends 5 nobility, or spends 80 wood to receive 5 nobility. Did I say this one backward? 50 planks for 10 nobility. I can't help lose this 5 nobility or let me think on it, postpones. I'm gonna give him planks, I've got enough. We'll take a look at off-world missions. Giovanni the Merchant Prince, you're needy today. Hiring new staff. Danger none, duration 32 days, relationship effect none, reward 700 coin. Giovanni had hired some opportunistic dwarves to tend to his mines, but they ended up leaving with the coin. He is now looking for some temporary help, but the payment is non-negotiable. This game needs spell check. Okay. Oof, bread. Oof, I say. I wish there was a way I could stop them from eating it. Like, hey, no, I need this. You quit that. Eat something else. Eat some fish. We've got tons of fish. Eat some eggs. I get it, though. If I had a choice between fish, eggs, and bread, I would take bread because I don't like fish or eggs. But how do I get my omega-3s? Bob Barkskin, you look so happy. Just swaying gently in the sun, amongst the tulips. The Harvest Guild wants the same things that they've wanted for a long time. And that's good. Maybe I'm crazy about it changing. I can trade away the tulips again. Tulips don't get me very far, though. I could maybe trade some stone brick. I've got a whole bunch of it. All of our stockpiles are full. This is one we just put in. It's full. We've one over here and one over here that's full. Or fullish. Full adjacent. Winifred the Warrior Princess has manning the walls. Danger low. Duration 12 days. Relationship effect slightly positive. Oh, we did this one for someone else. Just sending 2 archers. We'll receive 20 pork. Which I can trade if I want to. I won't, because I don't have very much. I mean, I have plenty, but it's not like a ton. Soldiers in need. I might actually... No. No. I've only lost 1 sword fighter. I've lost 3 archers, though. 2 of them are on a world event. I've lost 1 archer. So, I don't need any sword fighters, and I'm going to decline. It'll come back around. It always does. Second time we've seen it just in this hour. I did want to look at my employment menu and see about staffing some people into some buildings. These 3 buildings require nobles. Our golden goose coop I'm going to keep off, as well as this chicken coop and this sawmill and my blacksmith. Actually, I'll put someone in my blacksmith and regenerate some of the armaments that I need to train up the archers that I've lost. And then maybe in my laborer's hut. I don't really need laborers' huts because we have 2 laborers' guilds and they're super fast. They're better. And I'm not building anything right now. Oof, bread? Manning the walls. How many archers do we get back? Both of them. Great. We get 20 pork. We still need 5 off-world missions to gain this noble. Oh, and it looks like we have another... I thought we might be done with population milestones when we got to this one, but we have one more at 300. It's Kingdom. So I want to work toward that too. Okay, and I think it is time to wind down for the day. So in the next session, we'll keep trading. Actually, yeah, we'll start with trade because our tulips are full again and we can trade them all away for flour and bread and grain. So we'll keep working on trade. We'll keep working on the off-world missions. We'll hopefully make that last push through bread so that we can have our wedding. We'll check in on this. We'll check in on the troll camp. And yeah, this is me leaving a bunch of work for myself that otherwise I shouldn't do, and I will be surprised the next time I log in. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope you know how much I appreciate you. Have an amazing day, and I will talk to you